Serafina and I were at a entrepreneurial book club where Stephanie never read the right book. And
Stephanie was terrible at this book club.
I really sucked at book club.
I did
Fabulous. What?
I just had a visual. I just had a
It was a
visual.
lot.
I had a visual.
Proud of it.
Hold on, let me turn it down.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, boys and girls. How are you? And Steph, I have to begin by saying I want to thank Cliff.
Oh,
Cliff left me his credit card this
what a
morning.
guy. What a guy.
You know, I've been thinking about buying new golf clubs,
Go for it.
but they're way too expensive for me.
Are you
but-
going to write those off? I don't know, because that's the nonprofit card.
Okay,
Good luck
but
to
that's
you.
fine. That's fine. This is the corporate card I can put it on. Golf is usually a deductible expense. So thanks, Cliff.
Shout out to everybody over at the Mashpee Chamber yesterday, and Mari volunteering her time
Yes.
at our annual golf tournament, which is raising funds for scholarships for Mashpee High seniors. Very cool.
Yes. Yes. She was selling tickets to the hole in. I don't know what she was doing, but she was over there wicked early, and
Yep.
I guess it was a great turnout. And
Oh yeah, it looked good from the photos that I saw. I should have been there, but I just couldn't get out of my own. Mondays are impossible for me.
telling me why I don't like Mondays.
Yeah, like literally impossible. I'm glued to this desk. I was so excited yesterday that I got a chance at like 4 p.m.
Mhm.
right before I had to work at Dino's to get up and go to Attican Acres. My girlfriend Rachel and her family own Attican Acres, which is a beautiful greenhouse, which is right next to Town Hall in Mashpee.
That's right.
And they're only open for like 4 months out of the year.
Mhm.
So yesterday was opening day.
Oh,
And
cool.
she always has like 1 or 2 really cool things, not tons of stock of certain varieties of stuff. You don't see at all the greenhouses.
Mhm.
So I wanted to go and see some of that.
Mhm. And stuff
We
was cool.
got some stuff. We got some stuff.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Right. And Lily's making all kinds of progress out in that front yard.
And we're getting there.
And then she's coming over and she's doing our side yard.
there you go. I gave her some grief the other day because I was like, things need to be planted. You need to get out there. Oh, I can't. And then I forget what I bribed her with. Oh, I'm up. I got it done. 5 seconds later, she was in the garden. So properly motivated, that kid will do anything.
Mhm.
Yesterday, when I told her to clean the downstairs for the J1s, I got a lemon cake. So
You got a lemon cake.
yes, I got a lemon cake.
Okay.
I think she thinks that, if I give them baked goods, they can't be mad at me for not doing the things that they asked me to do.
Oh, she did something else. She didn't clean. She made a cake.
Correct. We have senioritis real bad.
Well, yeah, I would imagine you would.
She
And
wants to do nothing.
Yep, that's what they usually do.
And I get it. She wants to hang out with her friends every day. It's like, we're going to go collect frogs for such and such. And I'm like,
No, you're not.
okay. Like now they're getting ridiculous.
Mhm.
She's collecting frogs' eggs for some teacher's project. Just don't lie to me and be home by
Yeah.
midnight.
I was going to say, does the teacher know people are collecting frogs' eggs for him or her? I doubt it.
I don't know. I thought they were just immediately tadpoles. I don't understand.
That's an interesting question.
I haven't been inside of a science room in a while.
It was not one of my stronger suits either. I avoided it as much as I could.
I loved biology, but I still can't tell you if frogs. I'm maybe they have like a sack of eggs that they release the tadpoles from, but I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
I don't know.
What's your amphibious knowledge, people? Do you know?
Where's Mariana when we need her? She would know.
I know. I need somebody that is a GTS or a Google that bleep
Right.
person that wants to even care to tell us the
my,
answer.
my junior marine naturalist, she would know the answer immediately and look at me and go, "What do you mean you don't know?" I'm sorry.
Oh, I see.
It's not my thing, honey. Did you see what I posted that she brought home yesterday or the
No.
day before?
No.
She took her birthday money and she bought a record player.
Oh, yes, I did see that.
And I felt really old.
Why?
I really felt like a grandfather because I had to explain 45, 33, and the 78 RPM.
I love that though.
And I was like, oh my God.
It's a good knowledge. Put the needle on the record.
Right. Oh, she didn't know how to put the needle on the record.
Of course not. Why
I'm going
would
to put
she?
it in. No, honey. And she was like, she put it down and she said, oh, but I missed half that song. I said, no, honey, you put it over here where there aren't any grooves or something. And the first record she bought was a My Chemical Romance album,
Yeah.
which was her mother's favorite band and one of her mother's favorite bands that I enjoyed when I used to take her to concerts and stuff. But she spent $32 for it.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was like, I don't know, some kind of special edition.
Doesn't even matter. Vinyl's not cheap.
No. Oh, no.
And Taylor Swift's out there buying it all up and pressing it with her new records.
Right.
So.
Right. But we found a vinyl. We
Vinyl shortage.
We Googled it yesterday. When I picked her up from school yesterday, she said, if I go home and do my homework real fast, can we go somewhere and buy some records? I went, no.
Zig said, collect the frogs and raise an army.
Right. But I said, we can
Terrifying.
Google where the nearest record store is. So we found there's a record store right in downtown Hyannis, across the street from Tap City Grill or
It's called Spinnaker.
whatever it is. Yes, Spinnaker.
My uncle owns it.
So am I going to get the family discount?
No, they don't even give us the family discount.
Oh, okay.
I sent Lily in there one time to buy Girl Scout cookies. I said, tell your Uncle Christian that you're over here. Hi, my last name is your last name. That's nice. There'll be no family discount here.
Okay.
It's like, all right then.
So I can't go in and say, hi, I'm
Thanks,
Hank. I'm
thanks,
friends
Cameron.
with Steph.
We appreciate it.
Cameron?
Cameron.
He's where? He's someplace. Our friend Cam, the jet setter?
No, no.
Oh, okay.
The owner of Spinnaker. What's up, Ricky? I'll stick to 8 tracks. They're the bomb diggity. All right.
And I had to give her the whole history of, well, I used to have a lot of albums. Well, how come you get rid of them? Well, because
I'm sure she loved that.
they introduced 8 tracks. Then they went to cassettes. What? Oh,
you can visit the Museum of Radio in my other room. I've
Right.
got 8 tracks. I've got reel to reels. They're all on a rack in there. I don't know what I'm keeping them for, but they're in the museum.
because you never know.
Yeah, sure. You never know when you need to explain that to an 11-year-old.
Right. I mean, I had a disc jockey huge record collection, and then as time went on, I get rid of it. And I think when we moved 2 years ago, I think whatever I had left, I think I got rid of.
Yeah.
Which was like, the Beatles albums and a couple of Stones albums and things like that. But we don't have that many boxes down the cellar. So
I have a Creative Records from Pixie, actually Pixie 103 upstairs, because they were dumping, they were throwing everything out.
Right.
Get rid of it. No more records. Nobody wants these. And I'm like, I want them. So I cherry pick the good ones and I let the rest go with all the rest.
And you do use the albums to decorate.
Oh yeah.
Those
ones are unlistenable. I do have ones that are actually still listenable that are not all scratched to hell.
And you had someone at the market on Sunday that was doing creative things with albums.
I know. Repurposed Cape Cod has made 10 or 12 little bowls for me to use for raffles, and they're just like out of heated up records that you can no longer listen to. So I got to go through the box and pick out the ones that were fun, like Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass and some silly records that were in there. Some that were like the original RC Records label. So some cool looking ones and some fun ones. Obviously, you're not listening to Elizabeth. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Emily, we're doing all right here. We're doing all right. I got up early, got some laundry done. I got some ironing done. I have meetings today and I have to look like a decent human being. It's not normally.
Kids, when I first started coming here and Cliff and Steph would be late coming down, she'd say, oh, I was doing laundry.
It was.
And now they were late coming down today. And she said, oh, I was ironing.
I actually was. I had linen.
Gotcha. We know. It's okay.
I should actually text them to make sure it's unplugged.
I'm happy. Oh, I'm not going there. I'm just not going there with the unplugged. Oh my God. Oh, never mind. You're going to take us down the road today, Stephanie?
What do you mean? What do you mean, Hank?
I don't know. Why are you unplugging things if you were just up? Never mind.
It was my iron. I don't iron downstairs. What's up, Michael? You're trying to use this as a euphemism for something else, and that's just not what it is. We put that stuff in drawers. That's way away from the children. RTB says Herb Alpert General Hospital. Good morning, Cindy. Thank you for joining us on the show.
Hey, Cindy, how are you?
It's Tuesday. We're getting wild. I asked you today, your question of the day was, what song cheers you up? I was in a mood yesterday, and I put on me a little Katy Perry, and it was Roar. I can hear that.
You can? You sure it's not me?
Yeah.
You sure it's not you?
Yes.
Oh, it is me. It's not me. It's you.
And it immediately put me in a good mood.
Oh, good.
So that led me to ask what other songs out there that when you hear them immediately put you in a good mood, cheers you up, makes you feel better. Share them so that maybe you can bring some bright light to somebody else's day. Why not? Hank found 22 things
Count them.
that can make you happy, drastically happy.
Drastically happy.
What are they?
If you do them. Well, I'm not going to go all through all 22. Excuse me. But here are some that you might want to consider. And this is, in a poll, people saying this is what makes me drastically happy. For example, pick up the phone once a day to call family.
I try not to, especially when,
Yeah, we know.
we know where they are.
Yes. And they can only get one call a day.
It's going to be long. What can I do for you today?
Right. Didn't I talk to you last night when I was dreaming? You have to be there. Had to be there last week to get that one.
I'm sure they can figure it out.
Right.
Especially the people that know me.
Right. Here's another one. And this is a good one. When you go to bed, put your phone to bed.
Oh, yeah. I definitely do that.
Stick it in the drawer, put it in the other room. You don't need it because all you do in the middle of the night is get up and look at it. And then the screen time and the thing in your face will make you stay up even later. Mari. Focus on what you here's another one. Focus on what you love about your spouse, not what you find annoying.
Oh, that's nice.
My spouse is a great cook, for example.
There you go. Mine's cute.
There you go.
He's a good helper. He fixes things.
Yes, he does.
All right. So I found things.
Okay, very good. You're going to have a good day now. Start validating yourself. Do not wait for others to validate you.
I very much identify with that one. I think it's really important for you to just take charge of your own destiny and to sit there and wait for somebody else to say you did a good job. Bleep that. I know I did a good job. Like yesterday, for example, when my husband wrote out limericks, we have trivia this week, and one of our trivias is limericks. I feel bad for our other hosts who now have to read these limericks.
Oh, really?
Yesterday was National Limerick Day.
Oh, okay.
And so after the completion of the limericks that I did not botch, not once.
The once was a man from Pawtucket or Nantucket.
Very close, Hank.
Okay.
I gave myself a nice pat on the back publicly because I got through it. I made it sound normal, and I appreciated myself for having to say this out loud. Didn't wait for anybody else to say you did a good job.
You did a good job there.
No, I took the reins into my own hands and congratulated myself. Sometimes you got to do it.
Right. Take long hikes every weekend. Will make you drastically happy.
Okay. Little serotonin, little putting your feet in the earth.
Right. Or maybe just taking walks. Maybe not long.
I think just being out in nature makes you happy.
Long hikes. Here's another good one. And this is wow. Look at headlines only once or twice a day.
Smart.
You drive yourself nuts, folks, if you look at stuff all the time.
I pretty much do. When they come across, they'll bop into my phone when I get the AP Newswire coming out, and I'm like, I try not to look at them.
Yeah.
And I really, it's such clickbait now when the stories come out. It's like such and such dead at 16. And I'm like, what is it? I don't even know this person. What is this? That's a dog. It's a dog.
Right.
Oh my God. Like I can't.
And they're not whatever.
Right.
I know when my mom was alive, we finally had to tell her to stop watching TV all day because she would put on CNN or Fox and she was just getting weirded out.
Yeah.
It was, she was living alone. It was, she lived next door to my brother and sister-in-law, but they were in work all day. So it was background noise. It was voices that kept her company, all that stuff. But after a while, she was like getting a little.
Yeah. It's not good for anybody's mental health.
Liz, oh God, no.
Elizabeth says, dancing with my dogs to Shakira's Hips Don't Lie. First thing in the morning, arranging flowers. That sounds magical.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Wow.
I am so down for that morning. Cindy says, things that put me in a good mood, cook for friends and family, grilling specifically. You told me you were the grill master of the house. I have to take over the grill sometimes because
really
he kills everything. It's like everything becomes jerky.
Oh.
To watch him. Go ahead and burn your own things.
People give me more credit than I deserve when I cook something on the grill.
Yeah. Why?
I have nothing to do with it. Mari prepares it. She says, 10 minutes, turn it over. And that's what I
that's it.
do. And I come in and people go, Hank, you did a great job with the steak.
Right.
Oh my God.
I followed
know,
the prescription.
I did nothing. I
My
did what I
wife-
was told,
my wife
which
told
is
me
what I
what to
usually
do.
do. It's easy.
She
Okay.
hasn't steered you wrong mostly, though.
Mostly no. Mostly no.
We all have our day.
Right. Another thing you could do to make yourself more insanely happy,
Drastically happier.
start doing an old hobby again.
Okay.
Maybe take you back to your younger years, your happier years, your more carefree years.
I played sports. I tried all of the arts. They didn't like me.
Okay.
I work in my field. This is my art. I like playing with audio. I like listening to things.
But you have a hoop in your front yard. You could go out and start shooting
Oh,
hoops.
my son's out there all day, every day.
Well, then go out and
Stop
start
in traffic.
shooting hoops with Cody.
I could.
You could go. See, there you go.
I could. My husband does it at least once a day.
It's that easy. Here's a good one, and I have done this for years. Prep your coffee at night, so when you get up in the morning, your coffee's right there and it's ready for you.
There was a to-do this morning. I thought we were going to see some chalk and some tape up because somebody drank all the milk.
Uh-oh.
My husband was fit to be tied.
Because there was no milk for his
no
coffee?
milk for his coffee, and he was not pleased. That's it. The Inquisition began.
Well,
upstairs. Was it you? Was it you? Did you do it? I know better. I know at least to leave a splash. I'm not taking it all.
So who admitted to doing it?
Oh, no one admitted to doing it, but I know exactly who did it because somebody had Her Majesty the Queen Senior had about 4 lattes yesterday, so I know exactly where all of the milk went.
Oh, okay.
I was like, another latte, huh?
Yeah.
It went along with her lemon cake, so when she
go.
wasn't cleaning.
That's a good story. That's a good story.
I'll just make a cake.
Right. I have one more thing actually, and this would work with Miss Lillian, what she's doing out front. This is, I don't know, plant your very own salsa garden.
Oh, very nice. I like it.
Nice and relaxing and engaging, and so maybe Lil could do that. Maybe when Lil comes over to our place, although I don't know if the salsa garden would be.
You could do some peppers, a tomato here or there, and
would be acceptable at the Villages.
And then an onion. They wouldn't even notice. They wouldn't notice it was food. I'd rather you plant food.
Well, it's true. It took them 2 years to realize that we allegedly had the wrong front door.
Plant the food. It'll be growing and out of the ground before they notice.
Right. So those are just some things you could do to make yourself amazingly more happy very quickly.
I like it. I think we should all start working on it. It's that time of year.
Mm-hmm.
It's road construction. It's tourist day. Today is National Tourism Day. I don't think we need to be reminded about it. That's for sure.
No.
But the sun is out and it's going to be like 70 today.
Best day of the week, friends.
Get out there and absorb.
Because the rest of the vitamin D. And by Friday, when I'm supposed to play golf, it's going to be raining cats and dogs again.
Of course it is.
So, just how it goes.
Yep, it is. Mm-hmm. Look at your hair. It's already grown in from when I saw it Sunday.
Yeah, we had a little problem last week.
When I looked at him Sunday, I saw him and I was like, oh, he definitely got a haircut, but looks real cute. You got a boy's regular. It was really cute.
Yeah, I did. I got a boy's regular. My hair was getting really long. I mean, I think older guys with long hair look a little silly, and I was like couple days away from a pony, having to get a ponytail to control it.
I'm down for it, Hank.
So no,
get you a little earring, get you a little rat tail back there. A whole new Hank.
So I couldn't get to our regular stylist, so I went to this barbershop where I have gone off and on over the years, and you just sit there and who's ever next, and you go up, and this person recognized me, and because she had cut my hair, I don't know how many years ago now, and we had a couple things in common, and. She said, how do you like your hair? I said, well, I like to wear it, a little bit longer. Over your ears. Yep, over my ears. Said it's okay in the back, a little longer in the back. That's, that's fine. I like to pretend I'm still 22 and I can have, hair a little longer. She goes, oh, okay. And she picks up the spray bottle and goes, whoosh, 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 whoosh. And my hair is as wet as if I just stepped out of the shower. And guys, this. If they soak your hair, you're screwed.
I wasn't aware of this
because they don't know when to stop.
Oh.
and she's clipping away, and she's going, now you want it over your ears?
Like,
Yep.
remember for shrinkage.
Yep.
Remember.
I want to have it so it can go over my ears. Didn't work. So then the question is, I mean,
It's
I know the
little
grow
Dutch
back in,
boy. I love it.
but what do you do when they're done? So what do you think? How do you like it? And I'm like looking down at all the white hair on the floor, thinking to myself, should I ask if she could glue some more back on?
I think many a woman can identify with that.
And I said, oh, it's fine. And
Well, at least you're not like my children who can't hold anything back and they're immediately crying in the seat. You're like, oh God, let's get us out of here and paid. Let's go. It's hair, it grows back. Who cares?
See, and I know I'm going to see this person again.
Okay.
I know I'm going to, because she reminded me of a couple of connections and one in particular, and I know I'm going to see her again. So I really couldn't say anything, but I also know I'm never going back to that
There you
barbershop
go.
again.
That's it. That's all you can do.
Because if I'm there and she comes up and she's the next available, then I really can't say, no, that's okay. I'm going to wait.
No, Lynn says that you should get the man bun. I'm down for it. I am down for it. Latte overload is right. Hi, Dawn. How are you? Thanks for joining us on the West Coast. I'm making my own pancake mix.
Well, who is?
Half and half creamer and sour cream.
Wow.
I want a picture of the post results. Does it make them fluffier if you throw in a little sour cream? I'm curious. Lynn says 2 estate sales making me happy. Well, good for you.
Oh,
Did you
good
get
for you.
anything good? And Pam says, good morning. I can relate. Got to have a splash.
Mm-hmm.
Liz is not allowed to grow. She had a fire in the front yard a few years back. Ellen, hi, how are you? Ellen is looking to unload her Tim McGraw tickets. If you're a Tim McGraw fan, she's got 2 seats that are in a really good spot in the loge. So if you're looking for Tim McGraw seats, she has got them for you.
Because they had to change the day of the concert because of the Bruins.
Oh, well, she's in the hospital, so
okay.
she can't go to the show, and it's like her birthday.
Oh, okay.
It's a whole to do.
I hope you feel better.
I know.
But they've also they somehow didn't account when they did the schedule at the Garden for if the Bruins are in the playoffs.
Like, we don't care. Everything's off.
They could be playing on this day. Let's not schedule anything.
Yeah.
And they did, because I think the concert was originally either Wednesday or I forget, but they're moving it to a night when the Bruins aren't and the Celtics aren't playing at the Garden. But they had to know that was coming a long time ago.
I don't know why they don't plan for this.
I don't either.
There's got to be a contingency. Somebody messed up.
Yeah, somebody messed up. I mean,
Like,
if it works out that the Bruins aren't in the playoffs, then you can plug somebody in. And that's fine. And you could say, hey, Tim McGraw, do you want to play Boston on Wednesday? We've got an open date. He'd say, sure. Tickets would go on sale. They'd be gone in 22 minutes.
Yeah, right.
I mean, not a problem.
It is weird that they booked somebody like that during this season. Maybe they had no hopes for him whatsoever. They're like, the Bruins aren't going to do it.
The Bruins aren't going to do it. Well, they are so far. They won last night big, 5-1. So,
well, Bears. You've seen Bears have been the question all over TikTok, all over Reels, all over everything. And there's a hypothetical question that's out there right now.
Yeah.
And they're asking all kinds of guys. Would you rather your wife or significant other be in the woods with another man or with a bear?
I suppose with another man, she'd be safer, and I trust her.
Thank you. Thank you, Hank. That is the reasonable answer. Everybody's going with the bear.
Speaking of which, there's a story on the news this morning that there was a car accident somewhere and a person was like half out the window. Honest to God, you can find it on the news on the 1 or 2 times you look at the headlines every day. And the bear pulled the person out of the car.
Not to eat them, to save them?
Well, then people showed up and the bear took off. I don't think the bear got that far, but the bear got the person out of the car. Honest to God, look for it this morning. I saw it on the news. It's legit.
I was like, I'm going to pull me out this snack. I can't
Right.
do anything.
Right.
Oh, wait, other people. Dang.
Right.
How awful is it that you were in a car accident and then you're ripped from the car by a bear? The poor person's going to need therapy for the rest of their life.
What a great story, though. It was rescued by a bear. And people go, yeah.
You can't make that up. But yeah, most guys are choosing the bear right now in that hypothetical question. And I thought that was rather selfish. You'd rather me possibly die than another man take me away from you.
Right.
You rotten human. You'd rather me get eaten.
Right.
Most men said the bear. My
The bear.
husband also
See,
said the bear.
See, I can't do that.
I know. Oh, they gave you a full refund? Yay.
Oh, all
good,
right. Oh,
Ellen.
good. So
I'm
she doesn't have
glad.
tickets now.
She got her money back because of the Bruins. So that ended up helping her out a lot.
Very good.
Excellent.
Okay, that's great.
Disaster averted.
Okay. So I guess that means they're giving refunds across the board?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah, that makes sense. Good morning, Kelly. Good morning, Erica. Thank you for joining us on the show. Happy Tuesday to you. I don't know what your week looks like, but May is pretty wild.
May is like pretty much over already.
And here we are 7 days in.
But doesn't it feel like it's like
it's all accounted for?
Yeah.
So I just have to walk through the steps.
Right. I know what I'm doing all this month. I got this, I got that, I got this, I got that, and boom, it's going to be June.
Yeah, don't forget your mom for Mother's Day. Just
Right.
a reminder if you still have her. And if you don't, I'm sorry. I'm sad for you.
Yep. Oh, that's Sunday, right?
Yes. Right. I've got we're doing a planting event over at Knockabout. And then afterwards, Lily and I are going to mushroom class. We're leaving with our inoculated logs.
Mhm.
We're growing some mushrooms over here.
Oh, okay.
I love it.
Okay. What kind of mushrooms do you grow?
Oyster mushrooms, portobello mushrooms.
Okay.
She wants to grow some other weird ones I've never heard of. Enoki mushrooms.
Mm-hmm.
Like the weird little spindly ones that you see sometimes in your ramen.
Okay.
Whatever, I'm down for it.
Okay.
And they grow quickly, so it's satisfying. You don't have to wait so long.
Oh, good.
You'll be snacking in no time. I'm very much looking forward to it. So we've got that. And then I don't know where my husband's going to take me, but I asked him not to take me to the regular brunch spots. I feel like I'm so sick of spending $50 for eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Be creative.
Yeah.
I don't care what it is. It doesn't matter as long as we're all together. That's what makes me happy.
Right. Well, Saturday is Megan's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
So we've always celebrated Megan's birthday and Mother's Day kind of together. But
I didn't know. I forgot you had all Mays also.
But I got Mays all over the place. Lil and Mari have the same birthday.
Yep.
So Saturday night, we're taking everyone to Villaggio's.
Oh, nice.
Well, we offered to take her to the Old Yarmouth Inn. And Megan said, no, I want the Mariana treatment. I want to go to Villaggio's.
Well, then.
So we're going to go to Villaggio's. And then what we usually do on Mother's Day with whoever is with us, we usually just, sometimes we have reservations, but we're not this time. We usually just take a ride down Cape and we stop at a couple of beaches and we wander around and then we just find some place to eat.
Yeah.
And that's what Mari wants to do. And that's, and that's fine.
Perfect.
That'll be fun.
Yeah. This is the time of year you can do that and
Right.
discover everyone reopening again. And
yes.
Yeah, before it gets full on season where you're crazy if you do that.
Right. Just like
summer.
Just like Martha's Vineyard on Saturday. Places were opening up.
Mm-hmm.
And my wallet was open as well.
I told you, I warned you last Tuesday. We talked about this. I think it was maybe even Thursday.
It was open for everybody.
Yep. Be prepared to spend.
We went into one store. Mariana comes up with stuff, and then Megan comes up behind her. And I looked at her and I went, "You too?" And she said, "Yeah, would you?" Okay.
Sorry.
So, yep.
You're in for it.
I'm in for it. Yep. I got
place the order today. Perfect. Cindy says legit every day in May scheduled. Grown shiitakes. All right, that's also on the list. I guess they're harder to grow.
Oh, really?
I didn't realize we were going to open up mushroom line. This is a delicious dish. We are 3 weeks away from the Mashpee Farmers Market, and it's coming together nicely. Yesterday was like the day of scheduling entertainment to make sure it was all right. Because of course I've been yes manning everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Then I'm like, put the schedule together, and I'm like, oh, nope. We gotta fix this. When you mentally think you have it, but you've got so many things swimming up there, you're like, oh, this is not good. We've got it mostly together, and I got a couple of good, fun children's entertainers that we're hoping to bring to the Cape.
Mm-hmm.
So just something new, something fun, something dancey. We really want it to be a fun family event for everybody. Bree was over yesterday and she's working on the wellness programming to make sure that we've got that 1 hour of free family movement.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be yoga, it could be Tai Chi, it could be stretching. We might even have like a little golf thing, a golf stretching clinic.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got a few fun things that are totally free for you to come into the Mashpee Commons. right after church or however it is that you do your Sundays. It's going to run from 11 to 3. So I'm really looking forward to that. And some really cool vendors this year. And I need a freezer. So I'm also working on that
Right.
to be determined. Stephanie, why is there a freezer in the woods? Don't ask.
It's for the bear.
It's right, to feed the bears.
Yeah.
Luckily, we don't have these here. Oh my God. Does anybody know what happened to the Dunkin' Donuts on Station Ave yesterday? Heavy police presence.
No.
Curious. Well, we'll throw it out there. Some Gladys Kravitz in our group, which we all love a good rubbernecker. Let us know what happened.
Yeah.
Or I'm sure somebody saw it on a town page. I'm a frequent flyer of the town pages. They really give a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They do.
Yeah. No, I didn't see anything. I looked at the headlines in the Cape Cod Times this morning, and I didn't see it. Which, by the way, speaking of the headlines in the Cape Cod Times,
you said we weren't going to do this a lot of times a day.
I know, but we're doing programming. This is content.
I know.
Okay, this is content. Speaking about things,
Morning, Dave.
Cape Cinema is temporarily closing.
I'm really sad. That's such a great spot.
Yeah, they're saying
they have a bar.
Well, there you go. It's financial issues right now, and they may or may not return.
I really hope that they do. I hope they can get the financial backing to open that place because it's really just a cool venue to see things in.
Yeah.
Please, let's support Cape Cinema on that one. Toe Jam Puppet Band. Do you know how much they cost?
That must be one of them expensive bands.
I'm in the wrong industry. I need to be doing some puppet shows and making up some content. I'm telling you what, Toe Jam Puppet Band, it's bank.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Great Woods money.
Wow.
They're doing very well for themselves.
Wow. Well, you and Cliff are clever. You could do something. Cliff can build it.
He can build anything, and also he's a musician. So,
right, there you go.
If I write the programming, because in all of our free time now we're children's entertainers.
Right. We're Lemonadio. Who are we?
All of the things.
Yes, we're children's entertainers now too.
E for all is like, oh my God, Stephanie, stop. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. Or, I mean, I know that we'd be really good at it. It'd probably be super fun. It might be our next life.
Right.
Maybe we might jump into that in our 60s. Who knows?
Right.
We don't know.
You've got a while to go.
We got a lot of runway on this flight.
Yes. Another thing on the news this morning, speaking of age, is that people now consider 75 minimum to be elderly.
Okay.
And
it makes sense.
Not 65 or 70 or 71 or whatever. It's 75. So I'm good for another 4 years before I'm elderly.
It's such a vast swing in people's mobility and people's wherewithal and where they are.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing people that are 60 that look like they're 100. And then my friend, Eric, who was visiting with his stepfather, who was 94 years old. The man's out there in the garden, fit as a fiddle, hanging out, just normal. And I was like, there is no way you are 94 years old. No way.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would not put this guy over a day at like 65. He looked so phenomenal.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah.
Blown away.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether it's because he's like Washington and they're hippie crunchy and they live like just a very wholesome, no nonsense, stress-free sort of living. But I mean, at 94, what the hell do you care? Of course you're stress-free.
Right. Nothing to worry about.
Well, it's going to happen someday. So I might as well enjoy every day I got.
Right. I mean, sometimes I have to literally, not figuratively, pinch myself when I realize my age. I'm working 6 days a week.
Yeah.
I'm here with you. We're doing real estate with Mari. We're doing all kinds of things. And I'm up and bouncing around. And I think of other people who never made it to this age, or like you said, that they're in a wheelchair because of something that happened to them and they can't do it. So when I get kind of discouraged about, I'm getting older, I think, well, no, you're doing okay, pal.
Not sure I'll make it. I don't think I'll make it to 75 either. Don't worry, Rich. You're not alone, buddy.
Well, I'm going to make it. So
yes, you are. You absolutely are. Pick day of the week for weather. Yes, it most certainly is. 2 more years to go for you, Dave Hegner and Donna. Thank you for joining us on the show. Oh my God. I saw the roast of Tom Brady. Not family friendly. Do not let the children watch this roast.
No.
It started off a little slow. Kevin Hart needed to get a little warmed up.
Mm-hmm.
But very, very funny.
Yeah.
Very fun. Drew Bledsoe actually made me laugh.
Yeah.
I did not think that was going to happen.
Yep. And Bill Belichick, folks, Bill Belichick is going to continue to surprise people for the next year. He was one of the hits of the show.
Kim Kardashian got booed. Not quite sure why they asked her to be part of the roast.
I don't know. Did Tom date her briefly?
That was one of her bad jokes.
Oh,
but like actively being booed the entire time she was on stage. Like it was not great. You could tell she was not pleased.
and she was at the Met Gala last night.
Oh, well, we'll get to the Met in a minute. Giselle came out afterwards. She was, there was a lot of Giselle jokes in there, but she was deeply disappointed.
Tough.
It's a freaking roast.
And you cheated on Tommy and you left him for your jujitsu instructor. Shut up.
That was the joke. That was the theme of the evening. Poor. Oh my God. Like the jokes just kept coming. The jizz jokes just kept coming.
Right.
They called her.
Yeah, Giselle, you did it to yourself, hon. You really did.
The language. It's not often you see people dropping the F-bombs, and it was like one after the next and a lot of the jokes were very, very funny, and a lot of them were really, really racist.
Oh yeah. It was
got crazy.
From what I saw of it. What Gronk had a joke about Tom Brady and somebody else. You're like my uncles or something. And then Drew Bledsoe, you're like my grandfather that I thought would be dead by now.
Poor Drew. He
Gronk
sat
was
there
funny.
Swilling his wine. Oh yeah, they ripped Gronk to shreds for being dumb. I felt really bad.
Oh, he's not.
Because he's definitely not dumb, but he definitely took it on the chin for sure.
Yeah.
And
Bledsoe's making all kinds of money at his winery.
And we still want to know what was going on with Ben Affleck. I mean, there's trouble in paradise there with Ben and Jen apparently already.
Oh, they said she was at the gala last night because she's a co-chair. He wasn't. He's making a movie.
Okay.
They say.
Well, he went on a 6-minute rant on social media during the roast of Tom Brady that people were like, what?
Oh, really? I didn't see that.
Oh, it was bad. Like it was a flat moment of this roast where he used his time to just rant and no one quite even understood. They called it unhinged.
Oh,
so
I did not know that.
I didn't
catch that.
I don't know if you're drinking again, Ben. I don't know what the deal is, but yeah, Jennifer looked absolutely fabulous last night as we're moving on to the Met Gala.
She always does.
She looks stunning. Some really nice looks in there. And there's always the crazy ones that you're like, but why? Like Lady Gaga looked like a vanilla twist. She looked like a Dairy Queen vanilla twist. It looked phenomenal. She looked stunning.
Yeah.
I didn't get it.
What was it? Carly B?
I don't get art.
What was it? Carly B, the one who had the dress with the circular train that needed people to move it around when she moved?
Oh, Cardi B?
I think it was Cardi B.
She looked like, I don't know. I wish I could pull it up.
She looked like a spider, if that's what I'm thinking of. It was somebody who looked like a spider. We'll go with that, but I'm pretty sure it was Cardi B.
I wonder if I can share my screen with you for you. It's Cardi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's it. Yep.
Is that no, that's Zendaya. She's wearing some classic Givenchy.
Okay, who's that?
This is Cardi B.
That's Cardi B.
This is what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Is that Bizarro or what?
She just looks like she's in a fight with a fabric store. No, I told you 14 yards of tulle. No, cut it wrong.
It's up on the screen, folks. You can see it. Okay. Who else is there? Since you've got it.
So that's Zendaya. This is Bad Bunny. He always comes to the nines. Look at Jennifer. She looks really, really good.
Yes.
She doesn't age. This is a beautiful look.
Do you think she's had work or she has just taken care of herself?
No, I think she's just taking care of herself. Oh, the Kardashians never miss a moment to be there. Anna Wintour.
Was that?
That is Andy Cohen and Sarah Jessica Parker.
Okay.
It's giving Bridgerton for me. All right.
Hey, we've discovered a new thing we can do this morning, Steph. We can share screens
I don't think
with
that
our
this
people.
is necessarily a good thing. This is cute. Nicole Kidman doesn't age. She's also a vampire. I'm not quite sure what Lil Nas X is wearing there, but
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna stop sharing because you don't need to see all of this. We can look at Met looks later. Good morning. Oh yeah, Gaga's dress was crazy. It really was beautiful. I'm just once again, she was a vanilla twist cone.
Right. Mari says someone wore a wet T-shirt.
Not surprised. These are the looks
Yeah.
they get from normal, regular, crazy, vintage. This is what the Met Gala gives. But yeah, J-Lo there all by herself.
Yeah. Oh God.
It is time to check in with the crazy crime over at the
yes.
Sandwich Police.
Yes, my friends. They have some.
Maybe we can do a thing today where we talk about when and when not to call the police.
Yeah.
Just because there was a story of Marjorie Taylor Greene that called the Capitol Police on Jimmy Kimmel because she didn't like the jokes that he did about her in his monologue. That is not a time you can call the police, is because you don't like a joke someone said about you on a TV show.
Yeah. Politics aside, folks, she's unhinged.
Time not to call the police.
She's not attached to reality, folks. And I don't care where you stand politically, you got to admit that she's. Boop. Some things from the Sandwich Police Department, for example, pro tip: don't send pictures of anything you wouldn't want your grandmother to receive.
Now I want to know.
Now we want to know. Where's the one? There's some good ones here. An individual from a condo complex called to complain about a downstairs neighbor causing a ruckus, banging pipes and sending noise and soot through the chimney. But the woman didn't want to identify herself. The officers responded. She said she didn't hear any noise anymore. Well, that's because there was a chimney sweep.
'Tis the time of year we're all getting our places ready.
Okay, here we go. Here's the best one. I think this is the hit. Officers were asked to mediate a dispute over parental discipline. A teen failed to clean his room, so dad decided to ground the kid by taking the license plates from their vehicle. Mom did not agree with the punishment, and ready for this? And contended dad had committed a crime by removing the plates of the vehicle that wasn't registered to dad. So she called the police.
When you're not supposed to call the police, this is one. You don't call it on your spouse because you have a disagreement.
She didn't want her husband charged with the crime, but she wanted the officers to convince dad to return the plates.
Sounds like a great marriage. Sounds like they've got a lot of good teamwork going on. Bella, Anthony, good morning to you.
And it says the officer passed on the request. In other words, we're not going to have anything to do with this.
Have you seriously? I'm fighting with my husband. I'm going to call and see if the police side with me or not. Not you.
I mean, it's like, come on.
If I'm fighting with you, I'm not calling the police.
One more. If you're going to test your panic alarm, tell the alarm company and local law enforcement, or else we're coming in hot.
Whoopsies.
Whoops.
Also, a sketchy white van was reported in Forestdale. The caller stated that the van had been in the hood for several days and often used her driveway to turn around. A check of the area was negative. Don't call the police for stupid things. This is a reminder. Kelly says that woman was tapped. Good morning, Susan. It was so nice to hang out with you. How are your renovations going? I'm curious. She purchased herself a horse trailer.
A horse trailer.
And she is making renovations so that she can do her tea leaf readings and her readings
in a horse trailer.
In her horse trailer. It's going to be her little gypsy trailer. I love this so much.
A gypsy woman.
Absolutely. Can you bring your gypsy wagon down to my farmer's market?
Oh, there you go.
Do tea leaf readings, please.
People love that. People love that stuff.
I know.
I don't want to know, but I know people.
I don't care if she makes it up. It makes me feel good.
No,
go ahead, make
me
up a surprise.
No, I don't want to know. I'd rather be surprised.
Would you though?
Yeah.
I think it's comforting to some people.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes people need an answer that they already know that they have. Mm-hmm. And so when you've got somebody else to be like, you're on the right track. Thank you.
I guess I'm always afraid it's going to be terrible. So
that's such a Catholic thing.
Oh, I know. Yeah, it's always going to be terrible.
You're letting your Irish Catholic hang out again, Hank.
Yep. Let me put it away.
That guilt runs deep. You can't stop it.
Can't stop.
No, we're born with it. It's not our fault.
No, it's in the genes.
Instilled in us.
It's in the genes. Can't help
it. For sure.
Yep.
I'll make stuff up for you, stuff. Thank you, Kelly. I'll just sit there, just make me feel happy and warm. That's all I need.
Right. And if you
Thank
can make
you.
it come true, that would be even better.
That would
but
be fabulous. There's something to be said for manifesting. Honestly, if you sit there and complain that it's never going to happen, it's not. So
Right.
I know Cliff loves that word. He's over here with the thumbs down. Get in your office. No one's talking to you today. Wants to be heard today. Maybe it was all those limericks he made me read yesterday. By the way, we've got trivia tonight at Shipwrecked. And if you're coming, make sure you know a little something about limericks, because that's one of our trivias this week. Actually, that was the round that people did the best on.
That's another Irish thing, a limerick.
Right?
One thing we're famous for anyway.
That's it. Today is National Lemonade Day.
Is it really?
It is. And we have our brand new nonprofit, and we would love for you to be a part of it and to support it. You can find us lemonadeco.org, AIDE. Hank, you're looking for voices.
I'm looking for
Hank
voices.
wants you.
Yes, we are recruiting folks for the Lemonadio air staff. We want to fill the schedule by the time that the touristas get here. So if you've ever wanted to be on the radio, or if you used to be on the radio like me and you're finally back on again after years later, send me an email, hank@lemonadio.com. And once we get the group together, we'll have some training. And it's really easy. If I can make the system work, you can too.
The office was a buzzing yesterday. It was so nice. We had Emily here. I had Bree here. We had Robbie here. Everybody like co-working, getting things done. And I was like, oh, we have people. It's really nice to see this grow. We're also looking for space. So.
Kelly Roy just said, I'm an Irish Catholic reader and it's okay.
Yay.
All right, Kelly, you're on.
She checked the box for you, Hank. She said it's okay.
All right. She's Irish Catholic and it's okay. All right.
Kelly, it was so nice to see your face the other day. We were at Band Together for Inclusion for Chase's birthday. And I saw Kelly walk in with a bright, smiley, sunny face. And it's not often we get to connect. So that was a warm surprise on a Sunday. I appreciated seeing your face and I've missed you. We need some Kelly concoctions. She makes some salves and other goodies. And she's got her own nonprofit. So drop the link here if you are doing anything that you want to share with everybody. Love you lots. Yay.
Yay. Love you too, Kelly.
So we had a disturbance in the neighborhood last night.
Oh, no.
Freaking neighbor complaint number 872. No one's dead. No one's burned.
No, okay.
We've had way worse in the hood.
Yeah. Go back to past episodes from about a year ago to find out what that's all about.
So last night we were coming home from Dino's, and the neighborhood in our section is lit up like a freaking Christmas tree. And my neighbor has what can only be described as a flippin' barge, like one of those movable houses moving in. He got a shed that was the size of a 2-bedroom home.
Oh my.
I'm like, oh my God. Beep, boop, boop. It's 9:00 at night. Here we are.
You're kidding.
No.
Which neighbor?
The whiny one.
The same. Oh no.
I can't. And he's new. See, we don't like new things in the neighborhood. I'm sure it's the same as yours. We know the neighbors. We've known this neighbor for, 30 years, and we've known this one. We put up with this one because it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You just know all of your neighbors. Well, this one is like new. He's only like 3 years old, and he's just a PETA. He's a PETA. Got it. And it's just all the time complaining, whining, flame throwing weeds in his rocks.
But he's not full time though, is he?
No. So it's 'tis the season now. Every weekend I'm going to have some big behemoth, whatever. And I don't know. He does well for himself, obviously, if this is his part-time place. He'll roll in with a giant, enormous party barge on the weekend and have 4 million people there, and then they're gone for the week. So I do appreciate the gone for the week portion. But the 2-bedroom house that he rolled in at 9 p.m. last night, where my entire bedroom was lit up like a squad car. Like, I'm trying to go to sleep.
Oh, no.
While he's barking his whiny voice out there, trying to get it into the perfect spot. Oh, summer's almost here, everybody.
Well, why don't you call the town and see if you get a permit for it?
I'm not going to be one of those people. I am not that person.
Somebody
he would be
will.
that person.
Somebody will.
No, I'm waiting for his trees to grow big enough for the town to come through and cut them off because they're actually on the town property.
Well, there you go.
And the town property guy already said, we're just going to leave it. One of these days, he's not going to be happy. And I love every ounce of that.
Right.
Let him have that false security of what's going to happen. And then in a decade, ripped out from underneath him.
That's a long time to wait, though.
I'll wait. I'm one of those people. I will wait for their vengeance. I'm patient. I know eventually I will be pleased.
Mm-hmm.
My brand is Kelly's Holistic Healing, and I'm happy to help you with yoga, Reiki, sound reading, soul reading, and specialty made herb concoctions. Thank you, Kelly.
All right.
All right. So I'm gonna move on from our sandwich police.
Mm-hmm. What else is it, by the way? It's National Roast Leg of Lamb Day.
I don't do the lamb.
Oh, I love lamb.
It has a
Mari
cute
does
face.
not cook lamb. I can only get lamb when we go out to eat. And when my father-in-law was alive, he would cook lamb on Easter, and it was unbelievable.
Like the mint jelly lamb.
Oh, he didn't even he made this gravy every year, and from one year to the next, he didn't remember what he did the year before. He would he'd come and he'd start cooking it, and we'd say, "Hey Mario, can you make the gravy you made last year?" And he went, "I don't know, Mario, what's in your cabinet?" And he just started taking stuff.
Mario.
One of those guys who just like took stuff and went, "Oh, okay, a little this, a little of that."
Well, I've got to thank your wife very much for feeding us over the weekend. She invited us over for Sunday dinner, and it's been a while since I've had a Sunday dinner. It made me think of my Nana. We had a little nostalgia while eating prime rib, and it was magical. So I appreciate that.
We had that for leftovers last night. It was still good.
So good. So good. Not only that, we had scampi, we had cake, it was the whole nine.
Right. Mariana made the cake.
Yep. My son could not have been happier.
Yep. Yeah, somebody texted us who we also invited to come and couldn't get there, and they said, "Are there any leftovers?" And Mari said, "No, there was a teenage boy here. No."
Exactly. Honestly.
Very little left.
Yep, exactly. I'm going to try and go for my work walk today if I can get it in. I do have a workout, and I have blood work, and I have 3 meetings. So I'm going to try and do something for myself today. We're working on that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm right on top of that, but thank you, Assistant Emily. She knows my mental health is questionable at best right now, so we're working on it. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Well, I'm crying. I saw that Whoopi Goldberg has got her memoirs coming out. I can't think of something I would like to read less.
I can't imagine why I'd want to either. She has never done anything for me over the decades.
Like very funny. Sister Act was a work of
that
magic.
was funny. That was funny.
It was really good. There were a couple of other things that I really enjoyed her in. I just don't see her having this usually when there's a memoir, there's like secrets we want to know about you.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Maybe she'll talk about her relationship with Ted Danson.
Maybe they kept it very quiet.
Which I never got.
Yeah.
I didn't see the attraction between the two of them, but I'm not either one of them.
Right. They loved each other, and maybe she'll share some of that. I'm just curious what a memoir of Whoopi Goldberg, because I feel like she gives every single day on The View.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, she takes it very seriously.
So we know everything that's on your mind and the backstory. So I'm just curious what that little nugget is, what that secret is that would make me want to buy your memoir. Or is that what people do now? They get old. I've been around a while. I'll make a memoir. We'll make some money.
Right. I've got a story.
Right.
I'll make some of it up if I don't have enough.
Yeah.
And no one will know the difference.
Yeah, right.
Because if I go back far enough. Do you know I think it was CBS News interviewed that governor who shot her puppy when she was little, and there were people complaining, "Why did you interview her?" Well, because she's a governor and she shot her puppy.
It's awful.
It's awful. That's why you interview her. You know, there's this. I just thought this is like cancel culture. This is, I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to know about it. So please don't put them on TV. But you need to hear about it and know about it.
I know. You have to address it and then move on.
Right. And I mean, she was on
enough bad people in the world. I don't need to see that.
She's allegedly on Donald Trump's short list for VP.
God almighty.
And given how things are going for him, I mean, she's allegedly on Donald Trump's short list for VP. God almighty. And given how things are going for him, she's given how things are going for him,
Might as well bring in the puppy shooter. Let's do it.
You know, I mean, wow.
All right, we're not getting political here today. I can't.
No. Oh, no.
We had a town meeting yesterday in Mashpee. I'm not quite sure how it went. I had to work last night, so I didn't get a chance to get there. But I heard there were a lot of good things that happened at it, which is
good.
really nice. I'd like to open it up to some virtual participants also. There needs to be a way that we can all connect, and it needs to be better than a Monday afternoon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
for everyone.
Right. And hopefully they were well behaved. There's been some comments on the sandwich news pages and townie pages urging people to behave at town meetings. So I don't know how that went last night in Sandwich, but
now that piques my interest. I want a memoir on that.
Right. I don't know. I haven't seen it.
If you've been urged to behave at a town meeting, I want to talk to you.
Yeah.
Feel free to come on up and we'll set up an appointment to sit at our table and we can discuss.
Well, you know what happens is people all of a sudden get hopped up about one issue. And I saw this all the time. And they'd show up at town meeting. They had never been there before. They didn't know what the rules were. And they would just go berserko when things didn't go how they thought they should go, even though, I mean, Town Meeting Time is the book that everybody uses, has used it probably for, I don't know, decades, if not centuries. And, you know, and people, what the problem, I think, in Sandwich was, people were just getting up and yelling.
Yeah.
They weren't even waiting for their turn to speak. They were just getting up and yelling at the moderator.
Rude and disrespectful. Hank ran for office, so you've been through the process.
Oh yeah, I was a selectman in Sandwich. I was chairman of the finance committee. I've done all kinds of things. I know how all that goes. And
it's stressful.
And it's funny when I see all the signs out now and the catchy catchphrases and everything. I just look at them and I think, oh, isn't that cute? They're so naive.
They're green. They'll know.
They're green. You get in there and you learn pretty quick that you're limited in what you can do. But I just think it's just
somebody's got to do it though, and that's the
right.
thing.
I want to encourage people to do it, but I just think, boy, you guys are in for a rude awakening.
Yeah, it's stressful.
Not as easy as it looks, boys and girls.
Now I'm gonna make some changes. It's like my whiny neighbor rolling in a 2-bedroom house in the middle of the night. All right, I'm gonna make some changes in this neighborhood. God, no.
There we go. Stephanie for neighborhood monitor.
No.
we have neighborhood representatives at the village. Maybe Wheat Villages. Maybe you could start a neighborhood representative thing.
No, because it'll end up like the Hunger Games around here. I'm not having it. It's not going to be pretty. You don't want it.
All right.
Pen M.
All right.
I'm not having it. Everybody, have a great day. Don't forget to get in touch with Hank if you want to do a show or you've got something cool that you think needs to be highlighted here on the Cape. We would love to hear from you.
Right.
Hank@lemonadio.com. And we will see you out. Eventsoncape.com is our schedule. We've got a lot of great games for you this week. We've got a new trivia happening at the Sandwich Taverna on Wednesday. Speed dating, 55 plus speed dating. So if you're looking for another speed dating chance, we've got that coming up for you. Eventsoncape.com is where you can find it. Anything you want to say? What about your lunchtime with Hank?
Today we're talking about, since we're getting close to the end of the school year and people planning vacation like you guys are, like we are, there are things that we do as guests in a hotel that the staff just doesn't appreciate at all.
Oh.
And that's what we're going to talk about this afternoon.
Perfect. Definitely worth a listen. I'll let my...
Right. And by the way, folks, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to give Cliff his credit card back, okay? I won't buy golf clubs.
We got to go. Have a great day, everybody. Emily saw you run across the screen. She said, "You're not hiding, Cliff. We see you."